Welcome back to Jay's Strategies, where we talk about the latest and greatest crypto news and much, much more. Alright, guys, let's go ahead and dive on in. We are going to utilize CoinMarketCap, where we are rocking today. And we are going to push out to all you guys on the socials and much, much more. Let me go ahead and swing through and get the links for us so we can link up and we can get with it, because as you know, the market is having a crazy swing right now. So I want you guys to be able to get in these targets. Okay. Alright, let me get with you guys. Alright. Yeah, mad love to you guys out there. CMC, CoinMarketCap, drop it like it's hot. Alright. On the socials, dropping the links for you guys to get with it. Alright. Mad love you guys. Mad love to you guys out there. Yeah, boy. Alright, we're going to swing through and we're going to talk about the news and what's happening with XRP. Alright, just like we've been talking about in the videos, for those of you that have been following from whenever, you can tell and know that we've been talking about XRP and what's been happening with XRP. Alright, and as you can in the longer term for your crypto trading, okay? And we're going to tap into some other stuff, all right? Okay, so we're going to utilize CMC today to go through our crypto prices and the market right now. Today's overall cryptocurrency market cap is 1.19 trillion, so it's down 1.8% on the day today. Volume's 33.1 billion. Bitcoin dominance 48.6. Ethereum dominance 19%. ETH gas 26 GUI. Fear and greed at 57 neutral right now. Let's see where our prices are lingering at the moment on this dip. Grab it, eat it up. Bitcoin coming in at $29,823 today. Okay, we'll just say, yeah, 1.5% to the downside. All right, $579 billion market cap. So shedding some of that, $12.2 billion in volume on Bitcoin. Ethereum coming in at $1,884 today, 2.4% to the downside, $226.4 billion market cap, $6.2 billion in volume. USDT, let's see, printing more USDT. So look, we are inching up into the millions of more USDT being printed, heavy volume. So $83.6 billion market cap on USDT. All right, and then you have $23.6 billion in volume today on USDT. So people are utilizing those stable coins. XRP now sitting at your number 4 spot, coming in at 72 cents. All right, right now, past 24 hours, it's on a pullback of 5.6%. All right, and we know in the past week, look at that, 53% on the upside for XRP with all this news that's been happening out there, and we are rocking with it. $38.2 billion market cap, all right, and well, it's actually 38.1, it was fluctuating. And look, $2.8 billion in a volume, heavy volume right there for the XRP. Binance, BNB, seeing a bunch of stuff happening in the market for BNB out there in the news, and we'll flash through it for you guys. Binance, BNB coming in at $241. Past 24 hours, 1.6% to the downside. $37.6 billion market cap, $689 million in volume, okay? Your next highest stable coin is USDC coin, all right? $26.9 billion market cap, $2.9 billion in volume. So that actually has been picking up in volume. So look, $27 billion market cap right now. So yeah, you can see printing that USDC. Cardano at your number 7 spot. Cardano sitting at that 30 cent mark. past 24 hours, 3.4% to the downside. And you have $10.7 billion market cap, $280 million in volume. A little bit lighter on the volume on Cardano's side. Solana, all right. Whoop, let me see what I was swinging here for you guys. I'm like, what's going on here? All right, so Solana sitting your number 8 top crypto spot at $26.20. Past 24 hours, 5.4% to the downside. $10.5 billion market cap, $905 million in volume, all right, on Solana. But you can see the weekly, okay, is at 22.5% for Solana, so we'll swing through that. Dogecoin, all right, your 6-cent mark, closer to the 7-cent, all right, so we're going to be paying attention to that. Today, 2.4% pullback, okay, $9.6 billion market cap, $486 million in volume. Matic is now sitting at your number 10 spot, all right, at 76 cents. 24 hours, 2.1% pull back, $7.1 billion market cap, $366 million in volume, and those are our top 10s. But we'll actually talk about Tron, because Tron has been making its way up there, and we talked about it. We've been watching it inch on that market cap. Tron at 7 cents, all right, $7.1 billion market cap. All right, light volume. Litecoin, okay, just like you see Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, all right, inching up there on those market caps. Litecoin, $90.76, all right, 3.9% to the downside today. $6.6 billion market cap, 591 million in volume, all right. And then another one that we want to talk about, yeah, Bitcoin Cash, look at $239.26, 6.2% pullback today, 24 hours, and that's $4.6 billion market cap. And looks like the volume started to calm down a bit in Bitcoin Cash, and you can see heavier volume in those different areas. Now, Polkadot, $5.22, all right, sitting there, light on the volume. Same thing with Avalanche, okay, and you got your wrap Bitcoin. All right, then your next stablecoin, DAI, all right, sitting at your $4.6 billion market cap, light on the volume. So always diversify your stable coins, all right. Binance BUSD, look at this, below that 4 billion. We've been watching a BUSD shed, all right. To the upside though too, $2.1 billion in volume for BUSD, okay. And for the Shiba fans out there, yeah, 4.5. So we've been watching that shed some of its market cap. Lighter volume, heavy volume on the Pepe fans out there that have been pushing. All right, you can see out there that we have all the different crypto news that's been happening. Okay, and XRP has been claimed to fame, right? So XRP has been in the news, and like we say, transfer of value with XRP was something that we've been watching throughout the time periods that we've been doing, and doing videos and watching the crypto charts. Okay, so that's something that we were paying attention to, right? So Ripple says U.S. banks will want to use XRP after partial victory in SEC. All right, so that's some big news for crypto overall as a whole. And what does that mean for XRP? Okay, and you can see it's just out there. What are the odds of a new all-time high on XRP? When XRP was up in the $3 range in that area, but we can actually see the market caps. Okay, XRP 38. Okay, so it would actually need to flip a little bit more, but it's been having some heavy volume. Actually, people laddering in their positions into XRP. Okay. Don't forget to smash that like button. Don't forget to follow. Don't forget to rock out with us. Make sure you swing by the socials where we are pushing out all of our info and latest and greatest. Don't forget to swing by. We are live on our socials over here in BBC Butane Network. Okay, so we wanted to push and give you guys some of the information and news that is happening, so that way you guys can have a better outlook and call on what's happening in the market, and we could swing by and say what's up for you guys rocking out with us on these socials. And as you can see, we have posted our different charts and different developments and how Butane Network is growing and building, and we will be doing this daily, and that way we can see overall progresses, where we're swinging, where we're going, and what's in the know. So definitely some stuff that you need to watch out. We got some shorts out there, and if you like the shorts and rocking out with the YouTube shorts, go ahead and hit those buttons to drop some comments. Okay, let's take a look at the market. Right now I'm looking at Bitcoin. I always swing to the 1 hour chart. I'm using an indicator called Trader's Reality. Okay, And this indicator has everything that I need on it, okay? As you can see, it has the moving averages, pivot levels, pivot zones, psychological highs and lows, the daily open, okay? And it has the different sessions. These boxes here are the different sessions from Sydney to Europe to New York session, okay? So that's something that we are paying attention to, all right? And as you can see, what we've been talking about in our videos was Bitcoin going to revisit that 800 EMA. And guess what? We did. We wicked out and we visited that 800 EMA. So this is going to tell me, are we going to close candles below that area on the 1 hour time frame, okay? Other things that we want to take a look at to show you guys, okay, is the overall markets, the S&P in the New York Stock Exchange, okay, having a bullish day after revisiting one of its moving averages, the 50 on the 1 hour chart. On the daily, it has been grabbing that steam towards the upside. As you can see, there's a lot of CME gaps that need to be filled. So I'm just wondering, is the moving average going to catch up to it, and what's going to be happening in the weeks to come for the industry and for the market as a whole. Now we're looking at assets class like gold. So you can see some people buying back into gold. So they're taking their profits from the stock exchange and putting it into a safe haven assets like gold as a store of value. Bitcoin dominance, okay, pullback bit from Bitcoin dominance, people taking on those profits before we had the dip and pullback. So that's why you see the dominance pulling back on an overall scale for the daily. USDT dominance, okay, when Bitcoin had a pump and, you know, the market had a little bit of a pump, you could see that how we swung to a lower level on the dominance, and now it's picking up, and that is because people are trading back into stable coins on this market dip, okay? Now, on the daily, we've been talking about Bitcoin. When are we going to come and revisit that 50? And I told you guys that 29.8 level, all right, that I told you guys a couple days ago at the end of last week. Well, guess what? We just hit that level. Open those targets. Remember, we ladder in waves. We do waves of 3, so we ladder in. So this is our catch, our first catch right there at that 29.8K. Look at that, it's sitting even right at 29.8 right now as we talk, all right, at that target. The 50 EMA on the daily, 29.225, all right? So this is something I want to see. Are we going to revisit that and continue to the upside, or is this going to be a steamed out shakeout for Bitcoin overall as a whole? Now, let me just go ahead and hop back down into the half-hour time frame to see what's happening in the immediate short term, okay, because the New York Stock Exchange is about to close, and as you guys know, those are the most volatile times of day, as we say. That's why we use this indicator, okay? And as you can see, with this indicator, you can see we're coming towards the end of the session and we are pulling back. So when we were looking for entries and quick scalps on the 30-minute time frame, we always look when we are well below the 50 EMA, okay, for longs, and well above the 50 EMA for shorts, okay? So this is an area to pay attention to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hop down into the immediate short term on the 5-minute scale, okay? And then I can see when the 5-minute candles are closing. So we're coming into a next candle, all right? And then that would determine where it's going to pull, because we are pulling below and people are taking advantage of those quick leverage trades. And as you can see, as this candle pumps, so this candle should actually either pull itself up above this 5 on the 5-minute, or we can come back and revisit, okay, and then we'll end up breaking below where we wicked out those levels, okay? So actually, yeah, see, boom, right on point. So you can see that, yep, grabbing in those leverage entries on the immediate short term for Bitcoin, and as you can see, it's happening for us during this session. Now, what is interesting is the S&P is up, okay, and Bitcoin had a dip. So when the stock exchange closes, New York exchange closes today, people are going to be taking advantage of that period, okay, and taking advantage of the price, okay, since we revisited that 200 EMA. All right, so that is everything that we're seeing on Bitcoin. Another thing that I utilize it to and look at is the RSI. All right, so as you can see, we came here into the oversold range, and now we're turning back up. So this is where I'm going to go ahead and say, okay, that's when I grab my entry when we hit 29.8K, all right, on that target and entry. Always remember, condition, entry, strategy, target, all right? There you go, just for you guys rocking right there, right now. All right, on the Bitcoin. We'll swing back to Bitcoin, and for you guys to clarify and see what's going on. But let's go ahead and take a look at Ethereum revisiting the 800 EMA on the 1 hour time frame. Okay, and you can see that we're below the moving averages, and we did revisit. So if we close these candles above this and not below the 800 on the 1 hour, this is the relief rally from this pullback. Let's go to the longer time frame, okay, on the daily. And like we said, we always come back and revisit the moving averages. So we almost touched and revisited that 50 EMA once again, grabbing and utilizing those targets, okay? So that is what we're looking at, but we are mid-range on the daily for Ethereum, so that's something that we're going to pay attention to as we are rocking in the markets, all right? Now, for your BNB Binance projects out there, BNB on the daily did come back up and touch its moving average 50, but that's acting as resistance because there's a lot of FUD out there in the market. The 200 did cross over the 800, so we are having heavy resistance, okay? And a lot of leverage trades are shorting BNB right now because of this. So we are watching for the opportunities on Binance. Now, I actually want to go down to the 30-minute time frame to show you guys what's happening in BNB. Okay, and as you can see, we pulled below that 50 EMA. Okay, so that's something that we watch for. All right, and we watch for RSI turning back up. All right, depending on where we wick out at. Okay, and we're inside these different levels. All right, XRP. Okay, on those big gains, we are above the psychological high. Okay, and this is on the 30-minute. So let me go down to the 1 hour time frame. Okay. And you can see this whole level of support right there at the 69 cent. All right, so this is what I was looking for to see, are we going to tap that 69 cent level? So it's possible that if we do have a little bit of a pullback, we could see ourselves tapping that level, but we are sitting at a psychological high and we're below the 50 right here, okay? Let's go ahead and look at the longer term scale for XRP, and you can see closing candles continuously having higher lows. All right, so we want to see where are we going to accumulate and trade sideways, or are we going to revisit some of these moving averages? As you know, Bitcoin Cash had its pull. Now we are pulling back to these moving averages, so this is something that I was waiting for to get my opportunity to get into Bitcoin Cash at 225 as a target for you guys. All right, dollar index is bleeding. All right, so with the crypto dip right now, that leads me to believe when the stock exchange closes, we're going to see a run up to the upside as a relief rally, or we can see a complete dump and a shake out. All right, so we talked about this and what we're watching in the markets. All right, the dollar index. Now, Dogecoin, okay, on the daily, closing above its 50 EMA, and what I told you guys, if we do start closing above that, our next level of resistance is that 7.5 cents mark. So if we do see more bullish reactions in the market, that's something I want to pay attention to. And we talk about Matic, all right? We had a nice pump on Matic, and we're revisiting that 50 EMA on the dailies. So look at that, guys, across the board, as I say, when we talk about it, revisiting these moving averages, all right? Solana, especially with the volume, heavy pump, all right? And on the daily, we are well above the moving averages, okay? So I'm waiting for this 50 to cross over, and at some point, we're going to retest these moving averages, and that would be my next big entries for the longer term time frame out there in the markets, okay? And that is just something that I definitely want to be paying attention to, all right? We been talking about BBC, okay? Nice healthy chart towards the upside. A lot of information and news coming out for BBC. All right, you can see that we've been dropping tweets out there, so you guys can swing by and hop on those socials and get all that information, because we have a bunch of stuff coming out for blockchain. As you can see, we rock out in our Telegram channels and we push with you guys, so we are in the know. Okay, all right. Don't forget to hit that, smash that, drop comments as you wish, as you will. All right. Don't forget to swing by Twitter and those socials. Crypto news, we talked about XRP and what's happening for XRP and what we are looking at. And they're actually talking about BNB being heavily shorted. All right. Now we come back to Bitcoin as we are looking at on the shorter time frame. before we say so long farewell, yes, as you can see, look at that. As we called it, as we hit it, okay, congrats to all you guys that are watching and taking advantage of this and learning as we go and grow through the market, and you guys learn your strategies, and you guys are out there and you're in it to win it. All right, guys. All right, you've been chilling and rocking with Jay Strategies. We talk about the latest and greatest crypto